June what? June 10th, I think, or June 11th. It is Sunday morning and we are getting ready to pick up our puppy, Mochi. We've known about her for the past like maybe 6 months, but today's the day. So I haven't vlogged since the wedding, so I feel like it's been a really long time. My skin is really oily. I just put out a bunch of moisturizer. But yeah, Mochino is coming home today, so stay tuned. I'm gonna kind of vlog the whole ride, and hopefully she's nice, but we'll see. She sleeps most of the day. I don't know if you can see her because she is a little dark skinned. And there she is. So the last vlog was in, I want to say March, and there was literally nothing here, and this is the progress, which is pretty impressive.
Foundations on this side, basement's already built up.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
No, nobody's not way more excited than Trisha.
Oh yeah. Morning.
Mochi, come here.
Mochi.
I'll take a picture of you.
I had to go into that laughing, but I realized that she was actually hurt. Like I didn't see it, I heard it.
shocked. I like couldn't breathe.
We're not asking for a small, look at a piece of what happens to our kids. We want a fulsome look from the time they enter school until the time they leave. They deserve that. This commission was founded on the backs of us, black people who marched down the street. We did that. So our kids, at the very least, deserve to have documented by an official provincial body what is happening. It should not just be us who's doing that documentation and who's trying to fight for change. So that's how we got here, because they told us we don't have the money. What we do, our inquiries don't work. Meanwhile, we just saw what an OHRC inquiry does. Look at the Toronto Police and their data collection. That didn't just happen. That happened because of an OHRC inquiry, so we know there's power behind their inquiry.
Yep.
But they told us to wait. We have to wait. Our kids have to wait. For what? So that's why we're here. Because we're here to demand that the OHRC does their job. What do we want the OHRC to do? OHRC, do your job! OHRC, do your job! OHRC! Do your job! OHRC! Do your job! That's right, do your job.
We're here and what we demand. I would like to now introduce POBC's co-founder and chief advocacy officer, B. Charlene Grant.
We're on Dundas Street West, corner of University in Chestnut. Named after a slave owner that enslaved our people. Where the OHRC office is, and where they stand, and where they sit and make decisions about our children. So, you know, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're sick and tired of always coming and championing for our children. It's a big deal for me. So yesterday, I spoke to 3 black moms. Well, the 6-year-old girl, when she gets home, she just sits in a corner by herself. Sorry. Already crying.
It's okay to cry.
Hold on. When she was 5, she went with her beautiful ponytail to school, and they cut it.
What? In Toronto?
Yes.
Halton. Hold on, I'll give you schools. Hold on. Give me a minute. My stomach is actually turning in half. She came home in an afro. Simon cut her hair. When her mother called, they said, I believe she gave Simon permission. She imagine a 5-year-old with permission to cut her hair. When her mother asked her, she burst into tears. She says to the mother, I had to stop her. I stopped her for 2 weeks because I knew I couldn't take it. I didn't want to break myself. But I stopped her because I wanted to describe for her what was happening. I said, that's a hate crime.
Yeah.
She was assaulted.
Yeah.
Sorry. That same little girl went home one day and called her mom and asked her mom, am I black? A young mom, she said she was so shocked she wasn't prepared for that phone call. So she turned the question to her daughter, are you black? She goes, no, I'm brown. She goes, but all the little kids are telling me I'm black and I'm ugly. I get to hear 4- and 5-year-old every day talk about they want to be white. Why? Because white kids don't get in trouble. Not my words, their words. That's how they describe racism, guys. That's how they describe it. That same little girl was walking in her classroom and she tripped over a carpet. Nobody called a parent. When her grandfather went to pick her up, he had to lift her up off the ground. She couldn't walk.
Oh my God.
When her mother worked in emergency care. When her mother went and she assessed her, she took her to the doctor and did their own assessment. They told her it was sprained. They called her back that same night and said, bring your daughter back. Her leg is badly broken.
Oh my God.
If that's not inhumane treatment for babies, I don't know what is. The name? She was so frightened, she crumpled it and threw it in the garbage.
Wow.
Ever since that day, she's been called the N-word countless times. She's been passed notes, or notes been left on her desk or inside her desk, telling her, you are calling her an N, and I'm gonna rape you.
Oh my God.
Rape you. She's 13. The teacher in her class said to the class one day, we had him removed actually, said in her class one day, those boys should be forgiven. Those boys should be forgiven. This is just how, when our children are the victims, they'll never see no victims else. It is too much.
That, you know, educational spaces, whether it be at the K-12 level or whether it be in post-secondary educational spaces, that they be aware that the first step and a necessary step is a removal of police in school programs. Period. Exactly. However, once again, they need to be reminded it is a first and necessary step. It is not the only step.
It's not acceptable. Their excuses are not acceptable. And we will not stand down. We will not be quiet. We will continue to fight for our black children. Woo! And if they can't do their job, then they can go ahead and step down so that somebody else can.